did do well on the court, but he carried it to the locker room. It helped you.
Oh, that's my guy. That's my guy. That's my guy for real. Other than basketball, he was at my house last night too.
Oh, really?
Watching basketball games and stuff. We watched the Chicago Bulls and OKC games. So that's my guy for real.
Jay said he told you that the Wizards were disrespecting you on offense. Did you feel that way too, and that's why you were taking those shots?
No. You know, Jay has a different way of motivating somebody, and you know, I love to do like a brother, but yeah, they was. You know, they really fall back on the jump shot. I think because the way I shot the ball in preseason was horrible, but you know, now that my shot's coming, you know, I'm just shooting open shot.
Do you practice the bare outlet, or is that just like?
That's just kind of natural instinct. You know, me being this big and weighing about as big as a grizzly bear, it was just natural instinct.
Celtics finally get that win, 118-98 over the Washington Wizards as the classic Sullinger and Olynyk pairing finally comes alive. This is the Garden Report on CLNS Radio and Celticsblog. Welcome to the show. I'm Jared Weiss. I'm here with Kevin O'Connor from Celticsblog and Sam Packard from WEEI. Fresh off that haircut. No longer having the mutton chops from the Abe Lincoln costume. We're looking pretty sharp today.
Feeling good. Feeling less like a serial killer.
Looking good, feeling good. There you go. That kind of caught me off guard there. I didn't think you were going to drop that on the air. So let's go ahead with this one. So the Celtics, they win by 20. They led by 20 pretty much the entire game and didn't give up that lead, which I thought was kind of a nice change of pace for them to not blow their lead. So let's talk about that. But we got to talk about Jared Sullinger when looking at this game because he finally had a great game. And it's been a while since he's had a great game. He's had some good games so far, but he really was just pretty much perfect tonight.
Yeah, Sullinger looked like the guy that people thought he was going to be coming out of high school when he was a top RSCI recruit. He's one of 35.
Straight back to high school on this one.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I mean, hey, he was a top recruited high school player, was supposed to be a top 5 pick, and that's kind of what we saw tonight. He had 21 points in 21 minutes. Very impressive in the first quarter. But really what I thought stuck out with Sullinger was he was playing at a high intensity level from start to finish in the game. For 21 minutes, granted it's not like a 35-minute performance for him, he was diving on the floor, he was rebounding, he was boxing out consistently, and he was scoring from all levels of the floor. And really, the play that exemplified that the most was when he dove on the floor, grabbed a loose ball, and off of his butt outletted it to Isaiah Thomas, who was sprinting down the floor for a layup.
The grizzly bear outlet, as he called it.
That's what he called it. And I was impressed with just his ability to knock down the open shot. I think Crowder mentioned it after the game that he was on the center and the Wizards were just trying to force him to take kind of that long two, and he knocked it down and started the game 5 for 5 at 11 points in the first quarter, and he just did a great job of knocking down the open shot and really he was a threat after that, and the whole spacing of the game improved after that first quarter.
And the Celtics were the worst team in the league. I think you were the one that had the stat at hitting open three-pointers coming to this game. And then tonight they go 12 from 30 and from the three-point line. Kelly Olynyk, huge reason for that.
Yeah, Kelly Olynyk came out and had a sensational night with 19 points in 26 minutes. But one of the plays came at the end of the second quarter when he did his little pump fake that annoys some fans but gets me kind of excited because you don't see many 7-footers that can pump and go, put the ball on the floor and pass off the dribble. However, tonight he did something a little bit different. He pumped, side dribble, and took the three and nailed it. And it's nice to see Kelly playing with that high level of confidence. Stevens talked about it after the game where he was making plays that were aggressive, but he wasn't hesitating. And I think that really comes out with the stats. Tonight, the Celtics, with Olynyk on the floor in those 26 minutes, had a plus 52 net rating, a 110 offensive rating, and a 58 defensive rating. And that's all you really got to know about Olynyk tonight. They were effective with him on the floor.
I mean, he learned his moves from Avery Bradley with the little side dribble there.
Oh, definitely.
Steph Curry stole it from him, actually.
Avery's been integrating that into his game this year. But really, it's Sam who has the theory of why Olynyk
Well,
had a great night.
he even hit him with a Dirk fade, and I think the real reason is he went away from the man bun. He let it flow tonight, and it went in. It's simple as that. Just got to be natural out there, Kelly. Don't try to be a fashionista like R.J. Hunter.
Kelly's better when he's putting the hair back every time up the floor like that.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's what made Steve Nash great was that little move.
Yeah,
It's the
exactly.
quick little move.
It's a Canadian.
Yeah, he needs to kind of like the giant scrunchy band thing that kind of holds the long hair back, a la Rafa Nadal. You know, the thing is, I think with Kelly, it's like he loosens up literally when he lets the hair down. This is all fact-based analysis here. Forget your 52
It'd
net
be
rating.
interesting. A couple of years ago, someone did a study on LeBron. If he wears the headband, when he doesn't wear the
Yeah.
headband, I think maybe we need to go back and look at Olynyk. What's the stats with the hair down or in the man bun? Because Sam could be right. I mean, it sounds funny, but hey, you never know.
We haven't tried pigtails yet. That could double his
haven't tried
three-point
that.
shooting
It
if he could
could.
do
If
two of them.
he wears pigtails, I quit Celtics.
We'll shut the show down if that happens. Okay, well, we're going to come back for part 2. We'll actually do some more legitimate analysis, I think. Before we go, we want to talk to you about Celtics Beat, which is the podcast on CLNS Radio. Lang Whitaker from NBA.com joined them this week. But we're going to play you a commercial now from Harry Rubenstein on a new program that they're going to be debuting. So check it out, and then we'll see you for part 2, where we're going to do our grand slam play of the game, and we're going to talk about Isaiah Thomas as the starting point guard. This is the Garden Report on CLNS Radio and Celticsblog.
Hello everyone, my name is Harris Rubenstein, and if there's one thing that I've learned while I've been at school is that the internet has completely changed the sports media industry. You know, any schmuck with a camera and a script can make their own podcast, but what they don't have is that dedication and passion that you fans deserve. One person that I know with that dedication is Larry H. Russell, or as you Celtics Beat podcasters know him as, LHR. We're proud to announce that him and I are starting a brand new show, so when you combine a sports-crazed college broadcaster and a Celtics aficionado, well, things just might get a little unfiltered.